Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. This is a paper, June 23, 13 variant question. And paper number 1, I'm going to start now. All of you get ready. Question number 1. He's asking here that we have a function of f, this ABC, and this function of g is a dash, b dash, c dash. So he's saying that give a result of applying sequence of two transformations, which shifting this diagram to this diagram. Okay. So, and give state fully the two transformations. So let's see how we can do it. First of all, I will overlap. I draw such a way is overlapping. And what is the possibility if I drag some student think that it is coming this way, okay, and it is coming down. If it come this way, this possibility not there. Reason, it is translation comes one right side and two down. But after having this point is different distance, and this is different, and this is they are meeting, overlapping. So it is not moving at all. How it possible then stretching in one part of the object is moving and second is moving, third is not moving. So it means this possibility is wrong. So I go back and I try to do another option. If I bring it down, down, go down and stop here. So this possibility is there. So now check it now. If because the y coordinate as here is 3, y coordinate of this is also 3. It means y coordinates is not changing. Y coordinate is this 1 and y coordinate this is 1. So y coordinate is not changing. And y coordinates of this point is 2 and y coordinate this point is 2. So y is not changing. So it means now situation is what? It is stretched parallel to x-axis because it will go this way, but y coordinate will not change. So this y-axis will behave as an invariant line. Now, what is called invariant line, from where I will count the values. For example, this point, how much away from the invariant line of x, y-axis is 1 unit. So 1 into 2, it become 2 units away from the invariant line. So this is double. So this is a 1 and this become 2 double. Okay. So 2 times stretch. And what about this point? This is 2 box and 2 to the 4. See, this is a 4. So it means again is a 2 times stretch. And let's count from here for this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4 boxes, 4 to the 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this means I can say here, so this is a stretch. So let's start first one. So job number 1, it is, so what is this going on? So from here, 1 unit, 2 units downwards. So I'm writing here, number 1, translation by column vector, no x motion, 0, but 2 units downwards, so 0 minus 2. And now, and after you can say that number 2, now it is stretch parallel to y-axis. With the stretch vector or with the stretch vector, same thing. With the SF is equals to double 2 times. Okay, so this is a double time because very, very clear. And let's go for the next question. Next question we have here. Function is f defined, the domain is given by him a real number. Okay, so it means no restriction of the domain x value from 0 to onward or backward. We can take all numbers to be just a knowledge here. Function is given here by him. So f of x is given by him is what? X to power 2 minus 6x plus c. Power 2 is called parabolic curve, and you know parabolic curve with a positive x square, we have this kind of curve, and negative x square, we have the other kind of curve. Okay, all right. And he said that c is a constant. It is given that the f of x is 2. What does f stand for? Y. Y value is bigger than 2. Or short story, he's telling very clearly the range is what? Is bigger than 2. So range is bigger than 2. So in this situation, if I make it, I think we got a hint even here. And what I hint that if you start from here and move onward, so y value is x value we don't know according to situation, but y value starting from 2 and going up and up. So now how we can connect this technique with that? And we have to find set of possible values of c. So how we can connect them? So we will try to one range he given us and one range in terms of C I will find. And how to find range, you know it very well, students. When you have this kind of question given, we try to convert into completing square. And what is method? Copy this both values and see after a gap. And what is a half of 6? Half of 6 is very clear, is 3. So this 3 square I'm adding and I'm balanced to subtracting. Now these 3 terms I will combine and I will make from here x come from here 3 and minus come from middle. And I get x minus 3 whole square. This negative 3 square giving us negative 9. Some student thinks power 2 of negative. They write plus 9. Wrong, minus 9. And this c come from here. Okay, if I make my own diagram of this question, so according to situation, diagram will come like this. And how to get this domain? So this put equal to 0, you know it very well. And I get 3. This is a domain. There's 3 here. And what is a range? Not domain, sorry. Turning point x coordinate. And what is the range? This outside the value, whole value outside. So negative 9 plus c. So it means this range, according to my diagram, is y is bigger than negative 9 plus c. But his given 2, it means my y value and his y values must, according to situation. So this y value, I can say here, so minus 9 plus c, or I am erasing this and writing this one. This value should more than 2. So now if bring this 9 on the other end, so c is more than 11. And that was, he was asking us, find out the values, find out the values for which it is a range of values for which it is a situation is satisfied. So this is a very clear. We have another choice even by differentiating to get us stationary coordinate, and we can find the y value from there even. So I think this point is clear, and let's go for next question. Next question number 3, he said here a complete expansion. Normally he never asked complete expression, he asked for 2 or 3 terms, but he's asking complete expansion here. I just put extra, give extra knowledge. The what is a power, and terms are 1 extra term. 1 extra term means 5 plus 1. So we have 6 terms. Whenever power is there 3, for example, so terms are 4. All right, so term is power 5. Let's try to solve it. So 6c0 and x over 2x, this one. Sorry, it's not, sorry, 5c0. Now 5c1, 2 brackets. 5c2, 2 brackets. 5c3 and 2 brackets. Space problem, I'm writing below. 5c4, 2 brackets. 5c5, 2 brackets. Okay, in each first bracket, we'll put first term x, 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 and x. Second bracket, we'll write this 2 by x. Second bracket, 2 by x, 2 by x, 2 by x. In this way, the chance of mistake reduces. The difference of these numbers will come in first bracket, 5 minus 0, and 0 will go directly there. So this 5 and 1, what to write? 5 minus 1 and 1. This 5 and 2, so 5 minus 2 here and 2 here. This 5 and 3, so I'm writing 5 minus 3 and 3 here. 5 minus 4 and 4 here. And 5 minus 5 and 5 here. So something to 0 here, 5c0 is 1, and something to power 0 is 1, and x to power 5 comes directly. I'm writing this way. 5c1 is a 5, you must know it or type in calculator. 2 by x, and I have 5 minus 1, 4. So I get a 4 into 2 over x. Later on, it will turn to be this x will cancel. I get 10x to power 3. Next term, 5c2, if you type in calculator, give you 10. And here 5 minus 3 give you 5 minus 2 give you 3. Square of 2, square of x. So I get this. Now 4 tens of 40. I got 40. And this x square x cube cancel. I get only x. So I believe, student, this is clear now. So let's proceed further. Okay. 5c2 10 and 2 square 4. Correct. 5c3. 5c3 is coming again 10, and there's x to power 2, and 2 to power 3 is 8, and here x to power 3. Okay, so here x to power 3 here. So if I subtract them, if I do it here, so I 10 8 is 80. I get 80 x to power 2 x power 3. So it becomes 80 by x, because out of 3 2 gone. Now let's go for the next value. 5c4 is a 4. I have to drag slightly back because I want to finish in one line. So 5c4 is a 5. Here, something to power 1, I get an x only. And here I get a 2 power 16 over x to power 4. And 16 into 5, if I check it, I get an 80. And out of 4, 1 gone, so x to power 3. So 5c5 is 1. I will not waste your time. 5 minus 5 0. So x to power 0 is 1. And here I can write 32 over x to power 5. This is my final form. Okay, this final form I need it in next part. So wait a minute, students. Wait a minute. Because I need it in next part. Okay. All right. All right, so this is we have done Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Okay, now this part I need it next part. Logic I can show you. Wait a minute. I make a copy. I make a paste here. Okay, and this is actually I have done it because this is same. You see, that is why I copied. And this student, I'm copying here this whole value. So I'm writing here a plus b x to power 2. And after this one, student, what is the next plan? Read the statement carefully. Coefficient of x is equals to 0. Coefficient of x in those terms in which x involve. So how to get x? So I'm writing here x terms, x in, oh sorry, terms involving x. I'm writing here now. Terms involving x. So student, a times to 40x, I will get a 40ax. I'm writing it here, 40ax. Okay, a times 2, okay, this is done, this multiply with done. Now x square will cancel out. You see, this x will cancel and I will x back. So it means this multiply with that. So 80 times to b, and I get it what? Plus 80 times to b, and this x will cancel power 2. I will get x. But according to situation, students, he said the coefficient of x is equal to 0. So it means I will leave x's because coefficient, he said. So as coefficient of x, so I will take 40a plus 80b is equals to 0. And divide by 40, I got a plus 2b equal to 0. Equation number 1. Okay, this is clear. Now let's move on next. He said coefficient of 1 over x is 80. I'm writing here terms involving 1 over x. So let's try to 1 over x. How to get 1 over x? So a multiply with this term, I'll get, so a times to 80 over x. So 80 over x. So this x square cancel x cube. So when this cancel, I will get x in denominator. So b times to this. So 80b over x. I think clear idea. So now, because he said that coefficient of 1 over x is 80. So I can write here 80 only and 80b. Sorry, wait a minute, please. Is a is there involved? No, hold on. Let me check. He said 1 over x. No, a was involved, 80a, sorry. So a times to this. So I missed a actually. Repeat, a times to this. I need x coefficient, and this times to this. So 80b. So it means this is, I should write 80b. Okay, 80a plus 80b. Okay, student, equals to what? Equals to 80. So I think this is clear. Divided by whole equation by 80, I get a plus b equals to 1. So if I'm solving, students, so I show you slightly problem of space. So now I'm solving these two and I'm writing it here. A plus 2b is equals to 0 and a plus b equals to 1. Sign change, this a cancel, I got a b equals to minus 1. And this value of b, I can plug in it there. So a minus 1 equal to 1, this goes there, and I get a equal to 2. So these two, my answers. I hope so. The point is very clear. And let's go for next question. Okay. Question number 4, students, we have show that this equation can be expressed in this form. And A, B, C are constant to be found. It means we have to find A, B, C, make sure. And you know, this is a sine square, this is a tan square, but we have to convert into fully in cos format. And tan square formula, all of you know, sine square over cos square. So this is a very clear, all of you, nothing new for you. So I'm replacing sine square over cos square. And 3 sine square. Okay, now I have a 2. Okay, I think because ultimately we need a cos square and we have another formula, if you remember, and that is a sine square plus cos square equal to 1. If I bring cos square on the other side, I'll get a sine square subject, and that is very clear, 1 minus cos square. I have to replace even that. But first of all, this cos square, how to handle it? So I will take LCM. Okay, and LCM is what? Take LCM, and you know it very well. I write cos square, and basically I'm doing basic algebra of 5 over 3 plus 2. In this kind of question, 3 LCM, you know it very well. Upper 5 copy, but here some student write 2 directly. No, 3 2s are 6. So you multiply them. So same story, cos square, we multiply both values. So upper value copy, so 3 sine square copy, no change at all. But this cos square will multiply both. So 3 sine square into cos square, and cos square multiply with 4 even. And I believe there's nothing hard to understand, equal to 0. Now this value into 0 will finish. Now I can write further, and I'm saving my time. This value, I'm going to plug in it here. 3 times to 1 minus cos square x. And the same value I'm going to plug in it here. So 3 times to 1 minus cos square. And outside, I have a cos square. And this will stay as it is. And I believe this part is very clear. And this into 0 will finish. Now 3 multiply inside. 3 ones are 3 and 3 cos square. Now here 2 things, 3 multiply inside and cos square also multiply inside. So 3 and cos square will give you minus 3 cos square. Negative into negative, positive, 3 multiplies cos. Cos into cos, cos square already, so 4. And minus 4 cos square x equal to 0. So students, this I am writing first because it's very clear that this is a value we have in the first form. Okay, students? So this is a 3 cos 4, highest power. You can see from here. And then negative 3, negative 6, and negative 4. So I will get here negative 10. Repeat, 4 cos square, negative 3 cos square, negative 3 cos square. So it becomes negative 10. And this 3 will become alone, and plus 3 equal to 0. Done. So it is this compare with that A. So A value is 3. This negative 10 is compared with the B. So B value negative 10. And this 3 is equal to C, and you are bound to show these values because he said that constant to be found. So I hope so this is clear, students. And now he's saying that solve this equation equal to 0. But student, we can't solve it if we have a more than one ratio involved question. For example, sine involved, tan involved. We can't solve. But you know, this shape changed, and we got this form. Okay. So this equation and this equation, they are same, only shape change. So it means the answer of the top equation and answer of this equation are also same. It means if I find answer for this equation, will be answer of that one. So here is important to use. Why important? Because it's a fully in cos. You see, I said before, either sine square, cos, tan is not required, or tan square, sine is not required. Any one I need, but it's not possible there. But now it's possible because we have cos. Now, student, this cos square and 4, and I said you many times, if this double power is here, like 2 2s are 4, so we can apply directly, or we can say cos square is equal to any variable, let's say k. And if this is k, student, so naturally squaring both sides, I got a cos 4 equal to k to power 2. So this is becoming k to power 2. So 3k is 4 square, 10k, and plus 3 equals to 0. And now I have, but I can factorize 3 3s are 9. Or you apply quadratic formula. -1 common, I get this. Okay, you can avoid this assumption even. You can write directly, even no issue at all. Full marks, even that. But in this way, question become a little bit easy. And I got is 2 answers. Here k value is 3. Here k value is becoming 1/3. And both values I will plug in it there back. So I'm writing it now here. Okay, so I'm getting here cos square k is equals to, and 1 minute, let me check. I got a same these two values, 1/3, and wait a minute, let me check. 3, yeah, correct. So k is yes, I saw just sign me sure. Okay, not all problems clear. So cos square is equals to 1/3. Here if I take a root, students, so I get cos k is equals to root plus and minus √3, and √3 is 1.7321. And you know, I said many times, and I repeat again, or I could do it there on the top, highest value, because cos or sine curve stay in the limit of highest value +1 and the lowest value -1. In the middle, it is possible. Above, it is no solution. Below, no solution. And you see, this is a 1.73, which is above than 1 and below than 1. So if I draw 1.73, it will not cut the curve. So it means no solution. So here, if I take a cos inverse of that, so no solution will come. And here I will make a 2 portions. Cos x is equals to 1/√3 positive, and cos x is equals to 1/√3 negative. So here, and make sure he said 0 to 180. And I have a 2 quadrants. So students, I'll make this cross. So one cos positive here and here. This out of range, con. This in range, I will take. Cos negative in second and third. This is in range. This is out of range. So now I will take cos inverse of this. And when I take a cos inverse of this, students, so I get what here? I get, if I take cos inverse, principal angle, I got is answer is coming with us 54.7. One answer, which is here. Starting from x-axis, this answer is same. And you know, this is same answer, the same angle will come here. 54.7, 54.7. Even down same, 54.7. Even this is same, 54.7. But student, this is a possible to find from here to here. And this is 2 answers we have. So what is this? 180 minus that. And if I subtract 180 minus that, it's coming with us 125.3 degree. And I believe you got a point. And let's go for next question. Number 5. A circle has this equation given, okay? And what I read the question first. A line with the equation this intersect the circle at 2 points. So it means situation is what, students? A circle, a line intersecting at 2 points. So this is point and this is point. So whenever two things intersect, student, how we do it? Solve them simultaneously. So it means this y value, I can plug in it here. And I'm going to solve this one. So have a look. I'm bringing x minus 9 here. X minus 9 and plus 4 already present. So x minus 1 whole square, x minus 5 whole square equal to 40. I'm using squaring identity. And what is that squaring identity? First term square, negative 2 into first term, second term square. Plus, now apply same story here. First term square, negative 2 into first term into second term plus second term square equal to 40. So this is coming x squared, students. This negative 2x and here 1. Here x squared negative 10x, here 25. 40 come left hand side. So now x squared will give us 2x squared. Okay, negative 10, negative 2. I get negative 12x. And if you, this is becoming what, student? Is coming out of 40, you got a 15, negative, out of 15, 1 is 14 comes. If I divide equation by 2, it returns to be this. This is not a compulsory division, but it's good to do. And now factorization, 7 ones are 7. I think I need some space, so I'll bring it up. So x squared, negative 6, negative 7x, and plus 1x minus 7 equal to 0. I have taken x common, plus 1, x minus 7. And I get x minus 7 and x plus 1. And I'm getting two answers, student. One is coming 7 and one is coming negative 1. But we need y also, students, because he said that coordinates. So if x is equals to 7, if x is equals to 1, negative 1. So what is the coordinates? I will plug in either this, very complicated, better to put in this, which is easier. So when I plug in 7 there, out of 9, 7 gone, I got y equals to negative 2. When I plug in 1 there, so I get y equal to minus 10. So I believe the point is clear, and I got coordinates, two coordinates. If I don't label, no problem at all. Negative 1 and negative 10 and 7, negative 2. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. And now I can go for next question. His next part, sorry. He said, find equation of circle if AB. Hold on. Maybe mention. Oh, yeah. Intersect at AB. So it means one is A, one is B. It can be any order. So it A here, B here. Okay. And now, what is said that AB behaving as a diameter. Okay. Do you have any part? No. So it means if I don't make an accurate diagram, no problem at all. So just showing you this is A, this is a B. Okay, this is behaving as a diameter. He mentioned find equation of circle AB as a diameter. So A coordinate is 7. If there one more part, I can draw a more close to accurate. Okay, but here because no another part is there. Center of circle is, I say, C. Center of circle. How to get center is called a midpoint because you know it midpoint formula. So I'm using midpoint formula. And midpoint formula is very clear. X1 plus X2 divide by 2 and same Y1 plus Y2 and divide by 2. So this is a X1 and X2. So I'm plugging it here. So I'm getting 7 plus and minus 1 over 2. And I got 6. So I got a 3. So Y1, Y2. So negative 2 and negative 10. Negative 2, negative 10 divided by 2. And I'm getting here negative 6. So center, I got it, students. So I got a center, but now radius. How to get radius? So two options: find distance of AB divided by 2, or find distance of AC directly. So I'm finding it here. So I'm finding AC distance directly. And what is, students? X2 minus X1 whole square, or 7 minus 3 whole square. And this, or I can say negative 2, negative. So negative 2, negative 6 whole square. Here I got a 4, so 16. And here I get it what? I got a 4, again 16 comes. So I got root 32, students. And what is the formula of circle? X minus a whole square and y minus b whole square equal to r square. So student, this 3 will come in the place of a and negative 6 come in the place of b. So when I plug in this x minus 3 whole square and minus into minus, it become positive. Okay, y plus 6 whole square. And when I plug in this here, square root cancel out. And this is my final answer. And I believe the point is very clear. And let's go for next question. And question is, question number 6 we have now, students. And shows sector OAB. It shows what? The sun radius is R, center at O. Okay, and the theta is theta radian angle, and the arc length is given 9.6. So this arc length is 9.6. So we have arc length formula. S is equals to R theta, and arc length is 9.6. Radius is R, theta is theta. And further, he's saying area of the sector is this one. So sector. So what is the sector area? Have R square theta. So this 76.8 will come in the place of A, have R square theta. And he's saying what further from here? We need to find shear area. And it is called segment area. This is called, when we have a, this is called segment area. Segment area. Okay. How to get segment area? So full sector minus triangle. Because from full sector, if you subtract this white region, it's called triangle area, we get answer. So I hope so, clear idea. But that thing, we need to eliminate these values. So let's see how we can find it. And so first of all, if I see I have two options, I can make theta subject, R will go there and plug in it here. So I think this is easy for you. I make theta subject. So I get a what? 9.6 over R. This value I'm going to plug in it here. So this I say equation number 1. So I'm saying put theta equals to 9.6 over R. And when I plug in this value here, students, what will happen? So 76.8 into 2, this 2 multiplies there, and I get R square into 9.6 times 2R. And this R will cancel the power, and this 9.6 is multiplying with R, it will go and divide. So R turned to be what? So 76.8 into 2 divided by 9.6. Okay. Okay, when we divide it, we get 16. So radius becoming 16. And this radius, I plug in it there. So what I get, put in 1. So I get theta is equals to 9.6 over 16. And theta is becoming with us 0.6. Okay, radians. And this in centimeters. So we got these values. Now I will use this planning. Okay, and you know it very well. So this planning I will take and I apply here. I have space problem, so I just move it up. Okay, and I think I can do direct even, no issue, because planning is very clear. Okay, and I'm saying segment area. So segment area is very clear. As I said, you sector minus triangle will give you segment. So this is the planning we have. And what sector have R square theta? What is a half r square? R is this one and theta is this. So half r square and theta 0.6. And what is this triangle formula? This is the radius theta, half into r into sine of the middle angle, 0.6, sorry. If I type all together, so it is coming with us, this is 76.8, and this the other part, triangle area is coming 72.27. After subtracting, I get a 4.53 centimeter square. So in this, we can check your mistake. I just mentioned here, students, that this area portion answer is this one, and area of triangle is this much. I think got the point. Now he's asking the perimeter of shear region. So, you know, student, if you talk about perimeter, so this arc length, luckily I have. So if this is a segment, for example, segment, and this is shear area, you know it very well. This is 9.6 pulley, we know it. Only thing is left this straight length. If I get this one, so I will add them both. And how to get this, student? We have two ways. Two side we know, at the middle angle we know, we can apply cosine rule. Okay, if cosine rule is lengthy process, I can do draw a perpendicular from here. This is called M for midpoint. And I get this triangle. And I believe you got my point. 90 degree, this is A, this is M, this is a radius, which is 16, theta is 0.6, and theta is 0.6 in the beginning, divided by 2, I got a 0.3. Using this, I can find AM, and then AM into 2, you got AB full length. So this planning is very clear. So I will take this diagram and I bring it down, and I believe the point is very clear. So let's try to fulfill the plan. So what is a SOHCAHTOA in front of angle? This is called opposite. This is a hypotenuse. Opposite over hypotenuse is sine theta. And this is giving us 16 times to sine 0.3, students, which is giving you AM, but I need AB. So then how I get AB into 2? So 2 times 2, 16 into sine of 0.3. And if you type it, 32 times 2 sine 0.3, it is giving us AB is 9.4566. So what is the perimeter, students? So perimeter is, you know very well, arc length and straight length. Arc length 9.6, and this straight length 9.4566. So if I add them, I get 19.05. After rounding, 19.0566. I don't want to add. So 19.1 centimeter. And I believe you got a point, very clear. So let's move on next. Next question, we have number 7. Okay, so how we can do question number 7? So have a look now. First of all, this domain range concept is a little difficult for students, but I'll try my best to make easy for you. You know, this function is given very clear, you can see, and this is called domain of function. So I'm writing here, this is called domain of function. Okay, so what is a range? You know, a best technique to deal this kind of question, I will make a rough diagram. Although 1 mark, no need, just sake of understanding. And how you will do in exam. So this I'm going to discuss with you. -1, -2, here 1, here 2, here 3. I think enough. So when you plug in -2, we can't plug in, because when I plug in -2, so you know 5 by 0 is infinity, math error. So you will not get any answer. Anyway, so you can plug in some numbers, for example, because I'm starting from -2 and move this way, this is called domain. Okay, students, so This is domain. Hold on. I'm making it in blue color so you can understand. Okay, domain is very clear. Okay. So now if I plug in, for example, -2, I can't plug in. So -1.5. When I plug in -1.5, it is somewhere -8. Okay, then I have some other number here. And if I plug in some numbers, even in decimals, okay, so it is cutting here 0.5, then it goes up. Okay, and it means the curve is coming like this. And hold on, it is cutting where? Okay, anyway, it's not a matter, it's not an important thing for us, but curve is going this way. Now, interesting part is what here? What is the possible options we have? This domain is very clear. I'm bringing it here. Okay. Now, students, very important part is what here? We and you know, -2, if you check it, uh, if I plug in -1.5, I have -8. If I plug in close to -2, for example, look at here, -1.5, I plug in. If you move slightly towards -2, -1.6, then negative slightly close, -1.8, slightly close, -1.9, slightly close, -1.999. So you see that this value will go forever down, ever down. It will not meet -2, but it will go forever down. It will not stop. Okay, this end we understood it is going forever and going towards infinity. Okay, because it's not stopping. You can plug in the bigger numbers. Like as you can reach close to -2 x value, the value is very, very low in negative. So it means the lowest value is -infinity. So this is not a hard, okay. But thing is that, do you know, students, if I plug in, for example, here big numbers, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if I plug in 100 here, for your knowledge, so 5 by, and as it will improve, for example, if I have this 1,000, if I have a 10, it give you 0.5. If I have 100, 0.05. If I have 1,000, so one more zero will increase. If more increase, so zero more increase. So if zeros are increasing, so this approaching to what number? 0.000000, it means is approaching to 0. So it means that as x will approach to infinity, and you student, highest number we can plug in is infinity. And you know, infinity, if I add something in infinity, give you infinity. And something by infinity, I taught some rules and I repeat here right inside, something by zero, something by zero, something divided by zero is giving infinity. If you bring infinity here and zero on the other side, so something by infinity is equal to 0. It means if I move further, if I increase this x value, so this will become infinity, and 5 by infinity becomes 0. So f of x, if I put infinity, so it is giving y by infinity. This is 0, 2 minus 0 give you 2. It means the highest value what I can get here is this is called actually asymptote. What is asymptote? Green line will never cross this line. It become parallel to the asymptote. You see, is line parallel. If how much you go close to 2, it will never meet 2. So if you see this diagram now, and I think you got some idea, and I'm showing you in a blue color. So what's the range? Can I say the range is less than 2? Yes, y is less than 2. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, what's the range? Because he was asking. And range I'm writing in a blue color so you can understand. We have two answers for it. Or you can say one less than 2, simple statement. Okay, y is less than 2. Or in some books, he can mention less than 2 and bigger than -infinity. So both answers are correct because it is going towards below. If this green color goes down, it goes -infinity. So this is our answer. Okay, I hope so you got the idea. because something by 0 is infinity, but something by infinity is 0. That is the logic. As we'll increase x value, so this whole fraction will approach to 0. Not equal to 0, approach to 0. And 2 minus 0 is 2. So highest possible number. It means if you plug in a very big number, so you will get 2 answer from 1.9999 will get something. Okay, something. Now how to get the expression of f inverse? So let's try to do it. Expression of f inverse. So step number 1, 2 minus 5 over x plus 2. Step number 1, remove function name, write y. Now, because my target is x and negative sign is there, so I try to make it positive, bring this on this end, y on the other end. Basic algebra, we have done this kind of thing in O levels even. Now, students, what is the next best way? I have either cross multiply, or I can multiply is there, and this will come down. So it turned to be y or 5 over 2 minus y equal to x plus 2. Okay, now I bring this 2 on this end. So 5 over 2 minus y minus 2 is equal to x. So I think students, you understanding what is going on, okay? And all right. So now, how we need an x, I switch the side. When switch, switching, no sign change. This switch word, if you don't write, no problem at all. Okay, now students, after this, if you see 2 minus y minus 2, now interchange. X become y and y becomes x. And if you, it will student even stop you here, even full mark, because interchanging is what? X become y and y becomes x. If you stop it here, correct, but yeah, okay, no problem at all. And this is called f inverse, but we can take the LCM also. But if you stop it here, no problem at all. LCM is what, student? 2 minus x, 5 as it is because matching, but this number will multiply with a 2, but do it carefully in a bracket. So I get a 5 minus 4 plus 2x over 2 minus x. And final step, maximum single fraction, we got a 1 plus 2x over 2 minus x. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, I believe you got my point. And same time he's asking here what? The domain of f inverse. Here I want to tell you 2 rules. So I'm telling some extra knowledge here, which basically what is the rule? So domain of f inverse is actually range of f. A range of f, I just got it. Where? The range of function, I got it is this. So look, first of all, I'm writing it. Y is less than 2 is a range of function. So, but it is also called domain of f inverse. Only domain, we need x variable, never y. So change the variable, and this is our answer. And I believe you got a point very clear. Extra knowledge, what is the range of f inverse is equals to domain of f, and domain of function is this one. X is bigger than -2, so this is bigger than -2, just variable replacement because range is y. So this is my answer, and I believe you got the point very clear. This is just extra information for you. Okay, let's question next part. Sorry, function g is defined is this, and this domain is x is bigger than 0. So it means starting from 0 and right hand side. Okay, all right. And what is an expression of f of g we need in this format? This is a very basic idea. So because f of g means what? F of g. So right side function will go left side function. So first of all, I will copy f of x, which is we have 2 minus 5 over x plus 2. Okay, there's a function, and what is a method? Every x, I leave empty spaces. This is a way. And students, this name of function will come here. Name will come left side, and value will go right side. So I believe a student is nothing hard up till now. I take LCM, but before LCM, I will this 3 plus 2, 5. I will say this. Now LCM is very clear. We are bound to make single fraction. How I know? If you look at the question he mentioned. So but this question, okay, this x plus 5 will multiply 2. And this is because matching, so 5 will copy as it is. And 2 times 2x, 2 5s are 10 minus 5 over x plus 5. Fully focus, okay, and this is a 5 and x plus 5. So, and this is a positive 10, so this is a positive 5. Okay, so Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, this is my answer. Okay, and he was asking to get a single fraction, and he said A, B, C are integers not to be found. So we should not do anything else. And it's okay, there's enough. Let's go for question number 8. The progression has a first term A. He said first term is A. Second term is this. So second term is A squared over A plus 2. Or I can write here D1 even, no problem. How? Okay, this is a positive, A is a positive constant. Make sure not negative. And this progression, if the progression is geometrical, so some geometrical probability, geometrical progression, you know, we have common ratio, second term divided by first term. Second term is this, okay, and divided by this. So maybe you get issue in this way. I will write another way. I'll write this way because fraction is disturbing. That is why I'm writing this way. So second term, I'm writing here as it is, and divided by A. You know, students, when we convert division into multiply, so this will become reciprocal. It has nothing under it, 1. So this will go up and this will come down. So this A will cancel A. This is easier way to do it. This is easier way. Okay, if you don't like this way, so we have another way also. What is another way? Another way we have, what is the second method you choose normally? You write it up and write it down. So this A squared over A plus 2, you write it up, A down. So in this option, you must know if I have A fraction in the numerator, but down only one value. So this will slips. Slips mean B will come with C, A will come with the level of B. This is another criteria. So it means, students, I will write what? So this will come beside of A. So A times 2A plus 2. And A squared stay there. And this will cancel power, you see. I get a same R value. I think most students done this way, the second method. That is why I'm doing second method. But as for extra knowledge, I taught you the way number 2 also. No problem at all. Now he's saying sum of infinity is 264. The sum infinity formula A over 1 minus R. So this 264 is coming here. 264. And A is A, so I'm leaving as A. And R value is 1 minus A over A plus 2. So how to handle it? So I have one technique. If I bring this total on the left-hand side, one choice. Second, I take LCM here, same place. 264, LCM is what, students? A as it is, LCM of this part, I make it in fraction. LCM is A plus 2. A plus 2 will multiply with 1. I get A plus 2 minus A. And this A cancel out, and I get 264 is equals to A over 2 divided by A plus 2. So now I think, as I said before, so this slips. But if I have a fraction in denominator, so A by B by C, this will flips. So C will go up only. So A into C, and B will not change its place. So this will go up. So it means A times 2A plus 2 by 2 is equal to 264. If you're getting issues, so we can bring directly multiply here even. So that is also okay. Now this 2 multiplied there. So 2 4s are 8, 2 6 are 12, and 2 5 28. and a multiply inside, I get a square plus 2a. This will go up there. I get a square plus 2a is minus 528. Okay. I get this. And if write equal to 0 here or equal to 0 there, no issue at all. Now, if I apply factorization or quadratic formula, I will apply quadratic formula. Negative b plus and minus b squared minus 4a is 1 and c is negative 528 over 2a. What a is 1, sorry. So if I apply, I'm getting two answers, student, directly without any hesitation. This working, if you show to examiner, rest no need to show. You can directly answer right answers. This is coming negative 24. As he said, negative is not possible, so ignore it. So this is my answer. I believe you got my point. And he said that find the value of a and positive constant. Okay, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Find the case with the progression is arithmetic and a is 6. So make sure, students, that again this top title, top line is implement on both. So I will write first term is okay. I think I wrote already. So this I will shift on the same another page. Copy. Yes. So students, now he said that if progression is arithmetic, a is 6, determine the least number of n. Okay, if the required sum of the first n terms is less than, so sum of the n term is be the less than negative 480. So this is a planning. So let's see how we can do it. But same time, he said that, and for the case a is 6, so it means t1 is 6. If I plug in here, so 36 divided by 8, because a squared, if I plug in here 6, if I plug in here 6. So second term, I'm getting here 36 divided by 8, 9 by 2. Okay, this is the second term. And what is the common difference formula? Second term minus first term. So I can find it 9 by 2 minus 6. If I subtract 9 by 2 minus 6, so common difference is coming 3 by 2. Now, student, what is the planning? Planning is Sn should be less than negative 480. So what is Sn formula? N divided by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d less than negative 480. Okay, n is I don't know. This 2 outside, okay, can multiply on the other side. So I get 2 and a is what? 6. So 2 6 are 12. And I don't know, and common difference is 3 divided by 2. And this is 2, 8 is 16, 960. So student, n multiply inside, I get 12n, and this n multiply inside. So I get a n squared minus n in the bracket outside 3 by 2, 960 come on this side, become this way. Now, student, this 2 is disturbing to us. So multiply whole equation by 2, multiply by 2. I get 24n. If I multiply 2 here, 24n, multiply 2 here. So these 2 will cancel out. And I get 3 times 2, n to power 2 minus 2, and multiply here. So 916 to 2, I get 1920. So now, student, this 3 can multiply inside. Lot of algebra. I can do shortcuts even, but to sake of smooth working, understandable, I'm writing more steps. So this and this subtract, you're going to 21. 21n plus 1920. Okay. So 1920. Yeah, if I think whole equation is divisible by 3. And 1 minute, let me check. This is coming with us 24. This is a 12. Okay, clear. And just a minute, students. Okay, into 2. Yes. And 2 goes there, 960. And okay, so yes, student, one small correction is there. This is a negative 3/2. So then it is negative 3/2 here. This is a negative, and this sign is negative. So this is a negative, and this turned to be positive. Now this correction is okay, done, and this is becoming 27. Now, student, not divide by 3, divide by -3. And student, when you divide by -3, what happens, students? This is, I get an n squared. This is negative 9n. This is a negative 640, but inequality will change. Now, you're surprised to know why. Because whenever I just tell a rule, you multiply or divide by negative value. For example, this is a 4. When it goes down, so 4 by -2, inequality will change. This change. So this is the rule, multiplying and dividing. So student, now I will apply quadratic formula. A is 1, B is -9, C is minus. Don't forget, take negative signs. Okay, negative B square. A is 1, C is negative 640 by 2A. And if I type in calculators, I get 2 answers. And what answers are coming? Hold on, I check. So I just type in calculator. Okay, with answer coming positive, I'm getting 31. And one answer coming negative 21.2, which is not possible. Ignore. This is a 31. Okay, students. So actually, so if I check it here, is bigger than 31. So means 31. Okay, how to write it? Sorry, not 31. It is coming some other number, but I just show you if I write it here, it is coming with us 30 point something. 30.2. Now, student, 30.2. If I draw a number line, because from here, if you read it, is called bigger than 0. Bigger than 0. Okay. So bigger is where? Here is 29, here 30, here 31, here 32. And this is coming 30.2 is coming somewhere here. And bigger. So bigger than this number is, many numbers are there, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. But he said least number. You said least number. Among all these numbers, the least number is, because upper boundary we can't find. It can be infinity. Okay, but least number is coming here 31, because after this number, the first number is coming is 31. And I believe you got a point clear. So let's go for next question, number 9. The curve has a passes through 0, 3. Okay, and we have given f dash. Dash stand for differentiation. And I'm going to show you one important thing. Student, if I differentiate y, so you will get what? If you differentiate y, you get dy over dx. This is differentiate. And reverse process of if you want to go back, I will do integrate. Same story, student, if I have f of x. If I differentiate, I will get f dash of x. This is called differentiation. If I want to go back, this is called integration. It means I have f dash of x, and I'm looking for f of x. Equation of curve means what? Equation of curve means f of x is my target. So it means I'm looking this one. So I will integrate. I will integrate both sides. If I integrate, this will automatically turn to be f of x. So no need of any working here required, okay? So this will become automatically function because I said that this integration will give you function. Right hand side, student, I will show working. And can I integrate directly? No, I'm bound to bring it up. So 2 times 2x minus 1 to power negative 3 dx. Before we start, just concentrate. Do we have to expand? Can we expand or not? No, because if I have a in the bracket linear base, whatever the power, if we have a linear base inside, linear base means x power is 1 only. No need of expand, directly integrate. Otherwise, if power is not there, we are bound to expand and then integrate. And luckily, what is power inside x power 1? Integration of 1 is giving you x. 2 multiplying factor, you never keep it as it is, never disturb. Increase a power by 1. So this negative 3, if I increase, I mean add 1. I got negative 2 and divide by negative 2 plus c. Okay, this negative 2 cancel out, and I get f of x is equals to x, and negative become positive, and then I bring the whole in denominator. I got a positive 2. It is important and compulsory to bring power positive. Now I plug in this numbers. So I say put x is equals to, x0, y3. And y3 means f of x is 3. So it means I will plug in this 3 here. x0 here, x0 here. So this power 2 will turn is positive. I got a 1. And c becomes 2. And don't leave it here. This value put back in equation. So alhamdulillah rabbil alameen, we got it. And we got the equation of curve. So I believe the point is very clear. And let's go for next question. He's saying the tangent to curve at 0, 3 intersect the curve once again, another point P. Okay. So, I mean, the meeting again. And whenever a curve, he said tangent to curve. So maybe, for example, any kind of the tangent, maybe it is, for example, if I draw a tangent, he said tangent to curve 0, 3 will meet again. And just imagine if I have just for understanding, this is a tangent and this is meeting once again. This is a 0, 3, just sake of you understanding. And there's a tangent meeting again at P. Okay. So this tangent is meeting the curve once again. And whenever you need a P coordinate, we will put y function equal to y or x equals to x. And he said that show x coordinate of P will show this expression, will satisfy this expression. So let's try to do it. So y equal to y. But first of all, do we have equation of tangent? No. We need to find equation of tangent at that. What is method equation of tangent formula? Y minus y1 m times 2x minus x1. What is a y1? Y1 is naturally this 3. And x1 is naturally 0. But problem, I don't have a gradient of the tangent. And whenever we're looking for that, so we need what to do. Gradient is also called derivative for your knowledge. So gradient, it means I will find gradient, I will find derivative and plug in x0 there in equation. So we have a derivative. Yes, we have available. This is called derivative. So this expression completely I will take, because f dash of x represent gradient. I mean derivative, same thing. So I'm going to use this one, and I'm saying here at x is equals to 0. So when I plug in 0, f dash of 0, 1 minus 2 over 0 minus 1 to power 3. Power 3, odd number, it will give you minus, and minus minus plus, I got 2. This is called gradient. So I hope so this part is clear. and I'm going to plug in this 2 here. So 2 is a gradient, sorry, 3, because this 1 plus 1, 2, and 2 plus 1 is 3. There's a 3 gradient. So 3 gradient I'm going to plug in here. So y minus 3 equal to 3x, and y equal to 3x plus 3. So I think this part is very clear, and we got equation of a tangent, and now I'm going to equate this equation with this equation, because this is a question of curve. So I will take this whole expression and I will copy and I bring it here, and I'm writing as they intersect. So y equal to y, or x is equal to x. So I'm copying it here, and equals to what? This is coming here. So how to complete? How to do it? Can I multiply it there? Some students try to multiply there. No way. So first I have to make this alone, single fraction. So 2 and x will bring left side. So this x subtract from 3x, I get a 2x. This 2 subtract, I get a 1. Now I'm eligible to cross multiply. And you see, we are getting this answer approximately. And if I multiply, it will turn to be 2x plus 1 into x minus 1 whole square equals to 1. But this one, even I need left-hand side. So I will bring left-hand side. I get 2x plus 1, x minus 1 power 2 minus 1 equal to 0. Proved. Okay. And he was asking, show that x coordinate of this equation proves. So we have done it. Next part is saying that verify that x by 2 satisfy this equation. It means satisfy. This means if I plug in this 3 by 2 here, I must get 0. So let's see verification. So 2 times 2, 3 by 2 plus 1. And 3 by 2 minus 1 to power 2 minus 1 equal to 0. Here I do cancel. I got a 4. Here LCM is 2, 3 minus 2 whole square. Here I got a 4, and here I get a 1 or 4. 4, 4 cancel, 1 minus 1, so 0, 0 proved. Yes, we can say that verified. And I believe this is very clear. And what his next part is saying, next part, find the y coordinate of P. How to get y coordinate, students? Either you can, because pointer intersection, so you can take any equation. So you take equation of tangent, equation of curve. I mean, you take left hand side or right hand side. So why put in harder way? This is easier. So I'm putting 3x. So y equal to 3x plus 3. So y coordinate 3 times 2, 3 by 2 plus 3. And 9 by 2 and plus 3, we are getting here 15 by 2. So he was asking find the y coordinate of P. I think clear. So P coordinate turned to be 3 by 2 comma 50. Although it's not asking, but I just found for you. So let's go for next question, number 10. What a question number 10 we have, students. Coordinates of the maximum point. Maximum point is this. You know, student, if I draw a tangent here, at this point, this is a positive gradient. At this point, it is a negative. This is a positive, this negative. But if I draw here, it is not positive, not negative. It is a 0 gradient. So this part is very clear. Okay, you can say that this part is function increasing, this part function decreasing because negative gradient, and this part not increasing, not decreasing. So this point of maxima. It means I will differentiate and put derivative is equal to 0. Because, you know, students, gradient of the line parallel to x-axis, it has a 0 gradient. And gradient is also called derivative, dy over dx. So I'm differentiating. 9x become 9. This power will come down and power 1 less. Become half into. Often students miss the base derivative. Base derivative is what? I'll just show you full. 2x turn to be 2 and plus 1 turn to be 0. And I believe the point is clear. Now this 2 and this 2 will cancel out because they're multiplying. And 9 minus 3 times 2 root of 2x plus 1 is our derivative. And now I'm plugging derivative equal to 0. Okay, and let's see. Okay, now I'm plugging this whole thing on left hand side, and to make the sign positive. So this 3 multiplying will divide. I get 2x plus 1 is equals to 3. Squaring both sides, so 2x plus 1 equals to 9. And 2x is equals to 8. And x becomes 4. So I believe the point is very clear. This x is equals to 4. Okay. So this part is very, very clear. Now, students, what he said? He said coordinates. So not over. I will plug in this x value in the top equation once again. And y is equal to 9 times to 4 minus. In the bracket, I'm writing 2 times to 4 plus 1 and power 3 by 2. 9 4s are 36. And 8 plus 1, 9. 9 to power 3 by 2. It will give you 27. And after subtracting, we get a 9. So stationary coordinate or maximum point is this coordinate 4, 9. And I believe the point is very clear. This is done. Part number next. Verify that line AB is normal to curve at B. Repeat. Line AB. He said verify the line AB is normal to curve at B. At A, sorry. Okay, this is behaving as a normal, he said. So let's show the scale. This is tangent. Hold on, let me show you. So student, you can see this is a tangent and this angle, he's saying that prove this is a 90 degree. How we can prove, students? There's a tangent and I have to prove this as a normal. Okay. So what is a method of proving normal? You know, whenever two lines are perpendicular to each other, the angle between them is 90 degree. So both lines gradient product must be equals to -1. So this is a planning. So let's see how we can find it. This gradient I can find using this point and this point. So I mean this both points, okay? And this gradient we can find by differentiating and plug in this x value there. So let's apply both techniques. So first of all, gradient of tangent. So I take this equation, or sorry, I have derivative already. Why waste my time? So this is a gradient. Copy, and I'm pasting here. And this is a d, this is a what? dy over dx. At A, let me check. Yeah, at what is x value? 1/2, and you know very well, multiply to 1 to 3, and 3 plus 1 we got to what? 3 plus 1, 3, 2 plus 2 got a 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 is my x value. So I'm getting 3 by 2 here replace. So gradient of the tangent is turned to be what? 9 minus 3. When I plug in this inside, look, I show you 2 into 3 by 2 plus 1 is cancel out. 3 plus 1, 4. Root of 4 is 2, and 2 into 3 is 6. And 9 minus 6 is coming 3. So I have done it. So gradient of the tangent is coming 3, and norm. Now I'm finding the gradient of the AB line. So what is the gradient of AB line? So for that reason, I need to find the coordinates. A coordinate is, this is a 3 by 2. This is mixed fraction 10 plus 1, 11 by 2. B coordinate. So 7, 14, 14 by 14, 15 by 2. So 6 plus 1, 7 by 2. And I got this both coordinates. Okay. These are points mentioned. So what is the gradient formula? Y2 minus Y1. I can start from anywhere. Or X2 minus X1. So gradient of AB, it is coming, if you type in calculator, it is giving you -1/3. As clear, gradient 1 into gradient of this is T for tangent and gradient of AB. So 3 times 2, -1/3, cancel out, I get -1. So verified. So I hope so, students, you got the point very clear. And let's go for next part. Shaded area. Here some students confused what to do. Let me erase this diagram, then I come to the point how we can find out this is area. So have a look here. So this is whenever, what is the planning? This is X coordinate here is if I drag and I show you this X value is 3 by 2. And this X value, if I show you, this is a 7 to the 14 plus 1, 15 by 2. Students, actually, if I need this full area from curve till x-axis, look, I shade this whole part. You will understand this full area. So how we can get this full area, students? I will integrate equation of the curve with the limits 3 by 2 to 5 by 15 by 2. I will not get this white region. I will not get this white region. So this give me full area if I integrate the curve. So I repeat my words, if I integrate a curve integration minus. If I integrate this line, this is a line, normal line. If I integrate normal line, I'll get the area from line till x-axis. So it means from the previous full area, subtract white area, you will get the shaded area. So planning is so simple. So this is giving us the shaded area. So plan is very, very clear. So now let's see how we can get it. Okay, but problem is that we need equation of the normal even. Okay, gradient of the normal, I have it. Okay, I can find it. Okay, we have two techniques. Second technique, area of the full area under curve minus area of this trapezium. And this trapezium, what is this height get from here? What is this height get from here? And what is this gap is called height. Students, I think this second way is maybe easier for you. So let's start first integration of the integration of a curve. Copy. So I'm finding the area under curve. Area under curve. Area under curve. So what I will do, I have a limits. Okay, and here I have a dx. Okay, slightly ahead. And here in the middle, I write the curve equation. Okay, and limits are what? Limits are very clear from this to this. So 3 by 2 to 15 by 2. So student, let's start. And he said area, he did not say exact or what. Anyway, so 9x, what is integration of 9 will stay as it is. X is x1 power, we got increase 1, so 2 by 2. Now, again, this is a power of x is 1. This is called linear base. This is called linear base. Whenever linear base students come, we will do direct integration. And what is method of doing? Increase the power by 1. I get a 5 by 2. And 5 by 2 will come down as well, times to what? The base derivative. 2x becomes 2, 1 becomes 0. If I add them, I got a 2. So this 2 is coming down. And I believe you got the point, how I got a 2. So this 2 will cancel out. And limits are very clear, 3 by 2 to 15 by 2. and I'm going to plug in the numbers. So 15 by 2. Okay, let me check with my calculator. 9 divided by 2 into 15. Okay, square. 15 divided by 2 square. So when I plug in this number, students, at this place, I get what? 2025 by 8. And when I plug in this value here, so let's see what answer coming. Hold on. So when I plug in this value here, this 2 will cancel 2. I got 15 plus 1, 16. And 16 to power 5 by 2 is coming 1024. And under 5 we have available. Upper limit done. Now same story for the lower limit. So when I plug in 3 by 2 here, students, so 9 divided by 2 into 3 divided by 2 and power 2, I get 81 over 5 minus. When I plug in 3 by 2, students, here, this 2 will cancel this 2. We get a 3 left behind. 3 plus 1, 4. And 4 to power 5 by 2. And I get 32. So 32 over 5. Wait a minute. I think, let me check. Maybe 9 divided by 2 into 3 divided by 2 and power square. Yeah, this is 8 actually, student. This is not a 5, make sure. Okay, student, now I think so. If I type all together, I think, you know why I showed this all working. So at least if you have some mistake you done, at least you realize that way is mistake. And I believe you got the point. And my answer is finally is coming 44.6. This is not a final answer. Unit square. There's an area under curve. Okay. But now I'm going to subtract what? The trapezium area. So students, this trapezium area, I'm going to show you this trapezium area. Look, I show this. And what is this? You know, for your knowledge, okay, if I take this trapezium and make it separate, you know, this is parallel to each other. One is called A and one is called B. Wait a minute. Okay, this is B. What is this height is representing here? 10 plus 1, 11 by 2. What is this height representing from here? 6 plus 1, 7 by 2. And what is this gap is called height. So 15 by 2 subtract 3. 15 out of 15, 3 gone 12. So I got a 6. So it's coming 6. So I think this is a in formula of the, okay, I'm showing you that in next page. So I cut from here and I bring on the other page. And students, I'm showing you here. And now I'm finding the area of trapezium. Formula what? Half into H into A plus B. Half H is 6, A is 11 by 2, B is 7 by 2. If you check it, 11 plus 7, 18, 89, 9. So 9 into 6 divided by 2, we got a 27. So from here, I subtract here. So shaded area. So 44.6 minus 27. And finally, I get a 17.6 unit square. It giving us the area. And I believe you got a point. And paper is completely over. I hope so. You understood the whole paper. Okay. And if you have done some mistakes while attempting parallel with me or before me, please redo those questions. Improvement will come only one method, and that is redo. If you will not redo, improvement will not come. So there's only way to improve. The question done wrong, please redo. Otherwise, you're trying to cheat yourself only. So best of luck for exam, which is coming. And inshallah, I hope so. You will do good. Okay. And best of luck. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.